you're attuned to it, you can speak Terran fluently, you have resistance to acid damage, you have tremor sense out to a range of 60 feet, you can sense the presence of precious metals and stones within 60 feet, but not their exact location. And you can cast Dominate Monster DC 17 on an Earth Elemental.
But no one attuned, so...
But nobody's attuned to it. So right now it's just a +2 War Pit that does an additional 1d8 thunder damage.
Somebody needs to start beating on the weird, shifting, crackling rock with it.
So who wants to wield Iron Fang?
Remember when we got rid of the water bubble by hitting it with the relevant object?
I'm already attuned to 2 things. I can't attune to anything more.
You wouldn't have time to attune to the weapon, but you could still use it. Even if you're not attuned to it, it's still a +2 War Pick with thunder damage.
I'll take it then. I'll use it instead of my rapier.
Okay.
So I yell out that idea, and then I use my Ring of Elemental Earth Command on the least hurt Earth Elemental there.
Okay. What kind of save does he get?
He gets a save versus Dominate Monster. Hold on.
Wisdom.
Where's my spells list? Equipment. DC 17 Wisdom.
Okay, so he got a 17.
Okay, well, I had to
Which is a
try.
raw roll because he's got exactly 0 for his Wisdom score.
That is my action, so I'm left with running to the... I can't do anything else bonus right now. I shout at Ogremoch, I dare him to punch me.
Okay.
But do you double dog there?
Yeah, did you double dog Darren?
It was a lot.
What's that?
Did you double dog Darren?
Yes, I triple dog dare him. I jump right to the triple dog dare.
Wow. Going nuclear.
Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
Let's cast Guiding Bolt at Ogremoch's arms. I'll do 4th level 1.
Okay.
Come on. 16.
No, that is a miss.
Alright. Well.
No, you actually hit him, but he just holds out his rocky palm and pulls a Darth Vader and deflects your guiding bolt.
Alright. Oh wait, I'm blessed. Hold on. That's wait, what was it before?
It was 16.
So now it's 20.
That hits.
Yay, okay. Great. 36, 5, 6, 7. Alright, just add it. So everyone has to wait. I'm bad at it.
Okay. And so she hits Ogremoch with a guiding bolt for 25 points of damage, and he's now all glowy and glittery. All attacks on Ogremoch until the end of her next turn are at advantage. Is there anything else?
That's it. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Ari, what would you like to do?
The one Myrmidon is still enfeebed, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I will attempt to chill touch the big guy. What's his face?
Ogremoch?
Sure.
Okay.
He can have a name, I guess.
Call him Rocky.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
My 3 remaining zombies get to give some love to the one guy.
Okay.
Dead love. The only hit is a critical.
Okay.
$12 damage.
Okay. That's actually a pretty good hit for a zombie. Earth Elemental Myrmidons. The one that is enfeebled gets to make a save and fails, so he is still enfeebled. But that's not going to prevent him from swinging twice on the zombies. But his Thunderous Strike does not recharge.
Ha ha ha.
23 to hit on a zombie for 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Soft 20 to hit
Okay.
for
20 still hits.
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's still alive. Well, sort of. He's undead, but you know.
This Myrmidon is going to come over and he is going to make a Thunderous Strike on Ari.
Why? Why would you do that?
25 to hit.
I guess, yeah.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And 23 points of thunder damage. And Ari needs to make a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Yeah.
What'd you get for your saving throw?
10?
Okay, so you are prone. And his second attack is at advantage. $25 to hit
Yeah.
for another whopping 7 points of bludgeoning damage. He rolled really low.
I'm still alive. I'm fine. Okay.
Just but a flesh wound.
Ogremoch's
You can make yourself.
Ogremoch's legs are now fully formed, and next round he will be completely through the portal. He is going to make another slam attack on Malum. $18 to hit, probably misses.
That definitely misses.
Okay.
Not today, motherfucker.
And Malum, what would you like to do?
I will take a slash at him with my frost brand.
Okay.
$23.
That hits.
16 damage.
Okay.
And then I will take a swing at him with my thunder pick.
Okay.
$21.
That hits. Hold on a second. I have to actually look up and see what a war pick does. Let's see here.
Oh.
War pick does 1d8. So it does 1d8 piercing damage and 1d8 thunder damage.
Yep. Yeah, I looked it up a second ago. 9, 7, or 15.
So you hit, and when you strike Ogremoch with the war pick, you see like sparks and lightning jump off, and you actually end up, every time you hit Ogremoch with that war pick, it counts as a critical. So you actually end up doing 30 points of damage to him with one strike.
Then that sounds like a second plan. I'll take a second swing at him with the war pick.
Okay.
Stay on the board. That is not gonna hit. 11 does not hit.
No. No, it does not.
And I'm gonna turn and head back out in between the Myrmidon and Sun Moon.
Okay. So so you already used your bonus action for an attack. So if you leave, that means Ogremoch gets a attack of opportunity on you.
Don't you have fancy footwork or something?
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
hit him. He cannot hit.
Okay. So you want to be like,
Sun Moon.
here?
Yeah, somewhere around over there.
Okay. All right.
Strategic relocation.
Give me just a minute. I will be right back, and we will start with Sun Moon's attack. I shall return.
Okay.
So since he's next to me. Hardly right. He leans on the other guy. He's going here to touch.
From the ground, just grab him by the ankle. Yeah, I was gonna save my third attack to rush that guy next to you and try to pull him off while you stood up. But the hit on that guy was just too much to pass up with that weapon.
Yeah. Not gonna get it, but that's why we're going to pay attention. We're going to pay attention. I heal that. I heal too.
Mm-hmm.
That way. It's like.
Dude, his slam attacks fucked me up. Dropped a quarter of my hit points just with that one hit.
This guy.
Going from 133 to 99, but then that's why I was like, I'm gonna reduce that, so I ended up at like 103. No, that was a lot of damage.
can of kidney killing energy drink. Does the body good.
It'd be simpler. Maybe one day. Are you just showing your cousin stuff? Yeah. She likes-
Nobody needs kidneys. Replace it with a pool filter and copper tubing.
That's right. That's what dialysis is for.
Right. We have the medical technology to make them stronger, faster, better. But I don't want to pay too much. Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
I will move up 4 squares and attack the Myrmidon. 4 squares furthest away from Ogremoch.
Gotcha. All right, go for it.
Let's see, Wind Vane for a soft 20.
That hits.
11 plus 5 electrical.
Okay.
At 3.
Second, a 31
That hits.
for 13 plus 5 electrical.
Yep.
I'll throw in a DC 18 stunning strike on that
Okay.
one.
He got only a 13.
Okay, third unarmed strike on him for a 24 to hit.
Yep.
9 points bludgeoning.
Okay. And he is stunned.
Yep.
Okay.
And I yell out, medic, and I point at the floor and I point at.
And Ari. Is Ari unconscious?
She's prone.
Nope.
Just prone. Okay.
I'm just laying on
Onomatopoeia.
the ground, having a good time.
Rolling around. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
I'll cast guiding bolt on Ogremoch again.
Okay.
There's no way. Oh wait. Okay. That's 16. That's not gonna. Nope.
Nope.
Okay. At least it's just the first level. So.
That is a miss. And so Ogremoch is no longer shining. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think so.
Okay. Ari, what would you like to do?
I would like to not die today, thank you.
It's anticlimactic if you die during the finale.
Or the greatest death ever.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
the greatest death ever. Yeah.
I'll turn myself into a zombie when I die.
Well, if you die, then they'll build a statue of you in town.
We will sing songs of your passing.
Yes.
Sing.
I would like to ignore my Ray of Enfeeblement on the other guy.
Okay.
And cast Vampiric Touch from the ground and gently caress this guy's thigh.
Okay.
Hey, sailor.
That is what I would like to do.
So are you going to spend half your movement to stand up or just make the attack?
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity? Are we stunned?
It
I'll
would.
just stand.
If you make the attack while you're laying down prone, you would be at disadvantage to make your attack.
Well, then I guess I'll stand up.
Okay?
And then your advantage because he's stunned.
Oh, that's right. So he can't make an attack of opportunity. So, yeah, so if you can stand up. He can't do anything because he's stunned, and you have advantage on the attack.
You have advantage.
23 to caress his inner thigh.
Yes. The most sexy vampiric touch I've ever seen.
He takes 11 damage and I gain 5 hit points.
Yes. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You still have half your movement if you want to get the hell away from him. He
I
can't
would
do
like
anything
to
about
go
it.
stand on the other side, like over in that corner where Malum is. And my other 3 zombies will come avenge me,
So,
even though I'm
Like-
not dead yet.
like over here?
That's too close to the bad guys. That's a scary spot.
Okay. Like over here?
That's a nice spot.
Okay. Alright. Your zombie, you want your
Come attack
zombies
this
to
guy.
attack him?
Yeah.
So, the other, if you're, so you've got 3 zombies left, right?
Yep.
If they all move to attack the other Myrmidon, the other one gets an attack of opportunity on one of the zombies.
I will allow it.
Okay. So he's going to attack the most injured one,
Okay.
and his thunderous strike is not recharged. Oh, never mind. He misses. I think he misses. He got an 8.
That is their AC.
Oh, okay. Well,
Who's
For a whole
attacking
whopping-
your zombies?
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
The Nolmadon. He looks like a Null, I think.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay.
Dead.
All right.
Well, that was dead.
Okay. So you have 2 zombies that can make attacks.
And they have advantage.
They do have advantage.
Does a 17 hit?
No.
Cool. 1 zombie hits for 7 damage.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Myrmidons. This one comes over here and is going to swing on Malum. And his thunderous strike recharges. And he misses with a 12 on his second attack.
All hands on my zero.
22 to hit.
That misses, and I will spend a point to parry that attack.
Okay. Well, if it misses, you don't need to parry it.
Or not parry, riposte.
Okay. Okay.
18, 26 to hit,
That hits.
Alright.
and I will hit him with my new pokey weapon.
Alright. We'll get cracking on those. They'll probably be about.
Whoa, 17 damage.
You're welcome.
Okay. He soaks that up. The other Myrmidon is stunned. Ogremoch is fully formed and now has access to all of his legendary actions as well as lair actions. But everybody make a perception check.
19.
Okay?
23.
Okay?
24.
Okay. What did Ari get?
22.
So you all see that, and I don't really have a good, I don't have an altar, so we'll use the table. You see that now that the swirling mass of rocks has formed, under Ogremoch, or between his legs, you see a stone altar. And it seems like he was formed coming out of that altar.
Go hit it.
So Ogremoch's turn. What is Ogremoch going to do?
Ogremoch is going to ask us our backstories and sit and listen to our stories quietly.
While drinking tea.
Yeah.
He.
Such a caring fellow.
He's British, you know.
It's only polite.
Not proper British, he's Welsh.
Oh shit, soccer hooligans.
Jabs.
Well, then he can put the popcorn in the puppy thing.
He summons 3 earth elementals. Because he's a dick like that. But the earth elemental suck and get a whole whopping 2 for their initiative.
Use that circle of death. So this is looking for time to use that circle of death.
It's not to use everything. You got a kitchen sink in the bag. Chuck it.
Circle of death. 60-foot ball of death that deals damage to everything on that.
And then as a legendary action, let's see here.
Yes.
As a legendary action, the crystals that are in sticking out of his body glow a bright purple, and everybody within 30 feet. So Malum, Sun Moon, and the illusion of onomatopoeia are all outlined in an orange-purple light, shedding dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against the affected creature has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature cannot benefit from being invisible.
I'm not entirely sure.
Wait, what happened?
So the crystals on Ogremoch's body glow, and Sun, Moon, Malum, and the illusion of onomatopoeia are all now glowing with an orange-purple light, and they are shedding dim light to a 10-foot radius. All attacks against them are at advantage, and they cannot benefit from being invisible.
Ah, okay.
Malum, what would you like to do?
Well, let's thin this shit out a little bit. I'm gonna hit the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Oh, me. I'm gonna hit him with the pokey.
Okay.
28 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, 18 damage.
Okay.
Oh,
This Myrmidon crumbles into gravel.
Ah, never mind that. Never mind. I will step over to the one that's by Sun Moon.
Okay.
I will do the same thing again.
Okay.
$22 to hit.
That hits.
And since he's not near anybody, I can add my sneak damage.
Don't forget, you also get advantage on that attack.
Alright, well,
Because he's stunned.
it wasn't any better. $10, $15, 20 damage.
Okay. This Myrmidon crumbles into dust.
Good job.
And that thing that's with the club, you said that's one of the new elementals?
This is a new earth elemental, this is an elemental, and this is an elemental.
I will go to the club guy and poke him with the frost brand.
Okay. Oh, this guy. Gotcha.
Yep.
Ew. And I'm going to assume that a 11 does not hit.
It does not.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the D20, a 1 on the D4.
Yeesh.
$11.
Okay.
That's like, that was the lowest I could possibly roll without failing.
Is there anything else you got in you?
Nope, that would be all 3 of my attacks and the majority of my movement.
Okay. So the earth elemental that you just missed, chuckles in Terran, which is unsettling. And then he is going to make 2 slam attacks against you.
Bring it on!
27 to hit.
That hits.
Over there know that you've got the idea.
4. As I throw my dice across the room. Screw this game, I'm going home. Ooh. 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's going to leave a mark.
And his second attack misses with a 12.
I ran at him and be like, you're a feisty pile of litter.
This earth elemental, this little earth elemental is going to go eat the halfling.
Nah.
He is going to make 2 slam attacks on Sun Moon. Nat 20.
Ooh, no.
Dick move.
It's under 2 minutes.
Let's see here. For 30 points of bludgeoning damage. And his second attack,
Do they have rounds kind of like in Magic?
he misses with a 15.
Good.
So he wound up and did all of his damage in one shot. And this earth elemental is going to attack Eric.
After I saw you that day, I went home, got on your website.
Well, that's just rude.
I was like, okay, nothing yet. Next day I got on there. Party.
12 to hit probably misses you.
Miss.
He already slapped that with. Womp womp.
19 to hit.
No, it's not actually involved.
19 hits.
For 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And it is Sun Moon's turn.
I will wind vein the one next to me.
What?
Okay.
Crit. Crit on that.
Okay.
17 plus 2 dice 6. Lightning. 17 plus 9 lightning.
Okay. He soaks
Stun
that up.
DC 18.
Okay. Ew. Nope, you only got a 12.
Then I'll move 2 squares to attack the shield one.
Okay.
Yep. Does a 15 hit?
It does not.
Okay, unarmed strike. I get to re-roll a 1 because I'm a halfling for 28 to hit unarmed strike.
That hits.
For 11 points and a DC 18 stun.
I basically
19 to save.
hunter got lucky.
Okay, well then I'll continue. How big is the room on the other side of the shield, dude?
20 feet.
I'll move to the far corner. I have 9 squares left.
So, like, over here?
Yep.
Okay.
Both of those elementals are stunned until the end of my next turn.
No, only one of them is set.
Oh, you're right. Only the first one got stunned.
Right. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
So I have those seeds we got that could turn into an awakened tree. Is planting one of those an action or a bonus action?
It would be an action.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use my illusory duplicate to cast harm on Ogremoch.
Okay.
Let's see if it works.
Look that up.
I got 24. So that's 14d6. If they fail save, I think.
Most of my stuff
So you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
was after my.
He gets a 24 to save.
What is it against? I'm not sure.
It would be against your spell save DC.
Oh, that's 16. So yeah, so they take half of that then.
Yep.
I
Okay.
can do it. Oh, well, I'm debating doing bardic inspiration to you or something. Okay. Yeah, it adds the D6 to an attack. If you're gonna do like a badass thing, I was gonna give it to you.
My badass things were probably the saves.
Oh, okay. And I'll give it to Sun Moon.
And he's doing
23.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't give myself
He
bardic
takes,
No, that was just 7 of the dice.
oh,
Not
okay.
14, so yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh my god.
Or am I supposed to roll all of it and give you half?
Just roll all of it and give me half.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
It's the worst. Your hand's better. Makes it more like inside my phone. So, that was awful. Every time I
I'm
watched
surprised.
There's beefy more.
And then you'll be able to bring them back as 4 skeletons. I mean, still not much, but they're cannon butters.
So that's 27 that way.
Okay, so 13 points? Check.
No, 27 is the half of.
Oh, it's already, so 27 is already the half? Wow, that's impressive. Okay.
I got 53 when I added it all up.
Okay. Wow. Ouch.
Yeah. It's like I got 1 6-level slot, so it better be good.
So, oddly enough, Ogremoch, who is a gargantuan elemental, is not resistant or immune to disease. So there's now a diseased rock. I'm not, that kind of seems like an oversight to me, but whatever.
Does he have rock joint?
Yes. Harry, what would you like to do?
If I step away a little bit, like a 5-foot diagonal away, is there a possible way to hit both of those elementals and Ogre Face within a 60-foot radius bubble without killing Malum?
I'm at
So-
85.
Yes, but, so a couple of things. One, a 60-foot radius would hit everybody in the room. Two,
It doesn't have to be centered on me.
if you step away, well, I mean, if you cast it over here, you would still hit Malum. There's nowhere in here in this area that you could cast it and not get Malum in that. If you wanted to get all three of these elementals.
I want to get Ogre Face mostly,
You mean Ogremoch?
and then you put a bonus.
So if you cast it over like back here, from here to here,
Yeah.
it would go out and it would get everybody in here. So Malum, yourself, and the illusion, which doesn't matter, would all be affected. A 60-foot radius is going to take up this entire room.
Radius or diameter?
Radius.
Ouch.
Can I
And
get myself?
if you step away without taking the disengage action, that earth elemental gets a free smack on you.
I will take the free smack if it means that I get to hit those people
Okay?
to walk away, to do the thing.
You
So-
kill me.
You just, how, you want to take a 5-foot step away? I mean, you can move as far as you want.
I want to be out of range of my own spell. I'd rather not kill myself right now.
Okay, so he gets a smack on you.
I'm getting the dirtiest looks right now.
Nat 20.
I suppose he can hit me with a nat 20.
You gonna die.
I might.
For 29 points of bludgeoning damage.
How much?
29.
Okay. Well, we are going to use this nifty new staff, and we are going to use Circle of Death. Each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw. A failed save just means half as much damage.
Okay.
That includes you, my love.
Now that I'm getting my coffee, I'm
Okay.
gonna die and need to be calculated.
Don't you have a bless bonus as well? Don't forget to roll the bless bonus.
Ogremoch gets a
That's only
24 to save.
Oh, he gets the saves. Yeah, you get a +4 D4 in your saves. Can I borrow 2d6?
No, you're trying to kill me.
I'm not trying. Well, you happen to be in the circle. I'm not actively trying to kill you.
The earth elementals get a 14 to save.
14 does not save.
What am I rolling for?
Con save.
Con save?
Plus D4.
$17?
Hey, you saved.
Woo!
So Malum will take half damage.
Did Ogremoch make a save?
He did with a 24.
Well, fine. So 21 to those who failed, 10 to those who saved.
Okay. This earth elemental dies. And the rest of them soak up the damage. And Malum takes 10 points. there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I gained hit points for killing him. Have my last two zombies fight blue cape shield guy.
Okay, go for it.
6 is 18. I gained 18.
Nice.
Killing that guy.
Hope it was worth it.
Yes.
No, that didn't barely even scratch me.
See when you can take it. My zombies missed.
Okay.
They were in the circle of death.
Ogremoch uses a legendary action and stomps on the ground. So, Malum needs to make a DC 23 dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
I will use my ring of evasion to auto succeed.
Okay.
Doesn't the earth elemental?
The
have to
earth
roll
elemental fails and falls prone.
Nice. Go Ogremoch.
Your kung fu is weak and you are terrible.
Ogremoch steps forward and is going to make 2 slam attacks on Malum. $32 to hit.
That hits.
$10. And just so you know, we keep it jump start back in. Don't know if you are interested in the jump start.
No, Pain's got all the luck.
23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, he opened it.
And the second attack,
Yeah, did he tell you what else he got recently?
And he shows me.
Yeah.
29 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits.
You know that.
Yeah,
I
I got
mean,
rid of it.
For 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
I guess I'll
I'm gonna negate part of that.
I like it. It's actually kind of true. And a lot of the commons and uncommons are actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, I like occasionally.
7 points.
Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing too well at this point.
I don't feel so good. Yeah, Ogremoch just slapped me with the ring hand.
Oh well, don't worry. Wait, my turn.
Well, I've taken like 5 hits from him now.
Malum, what would you like to do?
I will smack this guy that's on the ground.
Okay, you have advantage.
Hit him with my pick. 22.
22 hits.
And it's out of range, so I get to have my sneak. 24 damage.
Okay. Your next attack?
I'm going to go diagonally straight in front of Ogre.
So, you're going for the blue guy? This guy?
No, or the main guy, I mean.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I will swing at him with my pick.
Okay.
The land, the blue one, but also sorcery.
I saw, yeah, that one.
Max hand size.
I was like,
26.
that's pretty
That hits.
Did you realize what the last line of that said? It's not a token, it's for the rest of it.
Oh, yeah.
And there is no.
For a sad 8 damage.
So again, you strike him and you see sparks and lightning fly out, and you actually do 16.
So I'm going to use the rest of my movement to move away from him down the left wall.
So how much movement do you have left?
See, that'd be 5, 10.
So you move 10
20
feet. I'm sorry, how much?
20.
Okay. So like over here?
No, other side of the wall.
Over here? So I'm moving it. I moved to your mini's left.
No, towards where Sun Moon went, that direction.
Oh, okay. So you want to go back?
Yeah.
So like back here?
Yeah, that direction.
Okay.
I'm trying to hide in the corner.
Nurse your wounds.
Pretty much. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to point at Sun Moon and tell him I'm going to write epic poems about your heroicness with your pointed spear and give him bardic inspiration.
Okay. Okay. So he gets to add what, a D10 to his...
D6 to any attack that he wishes for the next like 10 minutes.
And saving throws, right?
Yeah, either or.
Right.
But it's one time, right?
Once.
Okay.
This earth elemental spends half of its movement to stand up, turns, steps over here, is going to take a swing on the illusion.
I don't feel
16 to hit. Probably missed.
I've been slapped around.
What's your AC?
My AC is 18.
Okay.
I'm at 29 out of
He
135.
misses the illusion both times and therefore is not aware that it is an illusion.
Oh, cool.
But I'm down to like 20%, 25%.
The other earth elemental will turn and take a swing on Malum. And misses. I rolled 3 twice, so he misses both times. Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
I'll move up behind Blue Cape Shield guy.
Okay.
Windbang.
Okay.
It has a soft 20 hit.
It does.
8 damage plus 4 electrical and a DC 18 stun.
And for a third time, I've rolled a 3. He is stunned.
I will move past him nearest point to front of Ogremoch.
Okay.
Yep. Windbang.
Okay.
27 to hit
That hits.
for 15 plus 4 electrical
Okay.
and a DC 18 stun.
Should have stopped at one.
Oh, he only got a 17, so Ogremoch is stunned.
Wow.
Okay. Then I will move behind Ogremoch.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. 19 hit.
No.
Oh, I have advantage.
Right.
23 to hit.
Yes.
For 9 more points, and then I'll hide under the stone table.
Okay. All right. Onomatopoeia, what would
Do
you
I make a stealth check, or just I'm where I am physically?
Well, you're out of actions, so you're just where you're at physically.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay. Whopping 12.
Okay. Oddly enough, it doesn't. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he has a passive perception of 12, so if he weren't stunned, he would still know where you are. Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds
Okay.
to try and get Malum less dead.
What is the radius on Mass Cure Wounds?
This is 30-foot radius sphere centered on, I guess, where Malum is.
Okay, so
Or would that cure everybody? Maybe I should do it over.
you could actually get that. You could get all of them in that because it's 30-foot radius.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
what
so
I-
you could get all of them.
Okay, cool. Then I gotta do. It's just 88.
Without killing your bird.
Woo. I'm gonna have to use my whole round just trying to heal. But I took a heal spell.
Okay, so Onomatopoeia cast mass healing or mass cure wounds, and everybody gets 16 hit points back.
Woo! That will help.
Probably isn't enough, but.
No, it's better than 0.
Thank you.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Ari, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna whip out this scroll here.
Sexy.
We're gonna set that rock on fire with immolation.
Okay. Okay.
He gets a dexterity saving throw.
So which one are you setting on fire though?
I'm casting it on the Ogremoch.
Okay. So he
Gets no
automatically
dex save.
fails.
So,
76 fire damage.
Nice.
76?
Yep.
86. And then he is set on fire and looks like a pretty torch.
Okay. So he is now on fire. And he's shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. And at the end of his turns, he can make another saving throw and will take 3d6 fire damage on a failed save.
Yep. 34 damage.
Okay?
34.
And that will go on for 10 rounds or until he saves. So,
Wow.
As long as I concentrate on it,
That's a good start.
which
okay.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
Burn, motherfucker. My last 2 zombies will keep attacking Blue Cape guy.
Okay.
Critical and 19.
19 hits.
And he is, oh, never mind, I was gonna say he is stunned. So you get advantage.
15 damage total.
Okay. I was a little worried there for a second. I was like, if this Earth Elemental dies from zombie attacks, I'm going to be pissed. But he has a little bit left. I'm not dead
They
yet.
were So
Well, he's been pretty beat up from the rest of us.
yeah, it's a die from zombie attack. Still pretty for Sam.
This is going to be interesting. So, Ogremoch
Is he still?
He's on fire.
he is on fire.
Did to bring him out of his stun?
No, not yet. But he has a legendary action. Which isn't going to work. This isn't going to work out as well as he wanted, but there's really nothing else he can do. So, in his stunned stupor, and he's now burning, he reaches up and pulls a chunk of rock off of his face and throws it at the ground. And this flaming hunk of rock hits the ground and is a flaming gargoyle.
Well, now is that gargoyle trans or non-binary, or I don't think that's appropriate.
Maybe he's all glittery.
He's just flaming.
Maybe he identifies as a goat. We need to know these things.
Now the thing
What's his
about
pronoun?
him, the gargoyle, is that he is automatically suffering from failing the immolation. So on the gargoyle's turn, he also has to make a save or take 3d6 fire damage,
Nice.
and that's all
Life
Ogremoch can
choices.
do. Malum, what would you like to do?
Start life out on fire.
45. Ooh.
So you've got
Yeah, let's
an
go
earth
ahead. I'm
elemental
gonna-
in your face.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the blue guy.
Okay. Go for it.
22. 30?
Yeah, that hits.
Or 13. 18 damage?
Okay, so this guy, you crumble him to dust.
My zombies held.
Yes.
Is Ogremoch still stunned?
He's stunned until the end of Sun Moon's turn. So yes.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a moment to take a deep breath and activate Second Wind.
Okay.
For 15 health.
Nice.
Then I will take 5 foot or 15 foot to the right and put me at a 45-degree angle from the gargoyle.
Like that?
So I'll be straight. I'm going straight. So like towards onomatopoeia from where I was.
So are you going towards onomatopoeia or her illusion?
Well, towards the gargoyle. I want to be right next to the gargoyle.
So that's actually only 10 feet.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was 3 squares between us. So yeah, I'm gonna hit that guy with the frost brand.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. Alright. Do you want the ice separate?
Let's see here. Nope, doesn't matter.
Good. Hey, 14 damage to that guy.
Okay.
And then I will go straight back down the last 20 feet of my movement. So I'm going to go deeper into the big room.
So, past Ogremoch or towards Airy?
Towards Airy.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
The last Earth Elemental is still not convinced that that is an illusion. And is going to make 2 slam attacks on the illusion of onomatopoeia. It rolls a nat 1 trying to hit your illusion. You have, I'm giving you a reaction if you want to take it to attack it with a free action.
Sure, I can do. Let's see. Let's total dib.
I have a one color.
Okay.
It's Sun Moon.
No.
That guy, he auto
He
fails
failed.
his save.
Okay, and then that
I will turn him into a fluffy bunny and kick him in the face.
is 10, 14.
He dies.
Yay!
Because
job.
he literally just died of stupidity. Stupidity and clumsiness killed the elemental.
Sun Moon, I don't know if it will work, but if you can stun Ogremoch one more time, I got an idea.
Okay, I'm going to give it everything I got, maximum effort.
All right. I will be right back. Hold on 1 second.
Well, my idea is I just remembered I have that wand of polymorph, and if you can stun him, he'll auto-fail his save. We'll turn him into a fluffy bunny, and I'll kick him in the face.
Cool.
Bad bunny. What do you think, sweetheart?
I mean, I don't condone violence against animals, but yeah.
It's not an animal, it's Ogremoch in the shape of an animal.
And that's why it's okay.
What's the duration on polymorph?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up real quick. But it should be long enough that it's several rounds, so we should have enough time to stab it a few times.
In 1 hour it says. I thought maybe you could keep him as a pet if it was permanent.
Just keep casting it.
This is my pet bunny, Ogremoch. Oh, what a cute name. No, I mean, it's Ogremoch. Really.
He's so fierce and adorable.
Yeah.
Give him a little hamster ball.
Kind of like the white cat at the end of Cats and Dogs.
Oh,
The old lady's dressing them up in outfits.
we're gonna gonna try to watch the other Lovecraft this afternoon.
Okay. Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
Maximum effort. I'm gonna come up out of the table
Okay.
and Wind Vane, currently helpless Ogremoch.
Okay. You have advantage.
21 to hit
That hits.
for 11 plus dice 6 electrical, 11 plus 5 electrical, new DC 18 stun.
Okay. He. $21 to save.
Okay, another Wind Vane attack. Soft 20 to hit,
That hits.
14 plus 4 electrical,
Okay.
another DC 18 stun.
$15. He fails.
Okay. Key point for Flurry.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Yep.
12 more points. And a crit
Nice.
for 17 more points.
Okay. Man,
Very
you guys,
nice.
you guys are nickel and diming him.
Then I will move 9 squares left and towards the camera. Between the column and the wall. Sorry, my left. Other side of Malum, right back where I was in the corner.
Okay.
Yep, that direction. 9 squares. More. Yep.
Yep.
Again. I think the only thing that's not stunned is the gargoyle.
Okay.
That's on
Who's on
fire.
fire?
Onomatopoeia, what would you like to do?
Oh, since he's still stunned, he'll automatically take his 3d6 immolation.
I want to plant my seed thing.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
They're saying
Then I'm
that
gonna
like
call
it's
him
bad
Martin.
thing to do.
Well, if you plant the seed, it's not going to immediately grow into a tree. It takes a while.
It takes 1d6 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to do it again though.
Probably not.
Yeah. So 5. That's fine. Okay.
So it will be an awakened tree in 5 rounds.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this will unfortunately be over far sooner than that.
Aw. Well, we'll have a tree friend.
Ari, what would you like to do?
Concentrate on burning these motherfuckers.
Okay, so you're just going to keep concentrating on immolation?
You can still cast something.
Yeah, you can
It
cast
doesn't
something that
require
doesn't require concentration.
Then I will also chill touch the gargoyle.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
It most certainly does.
So 8 damage to him.
Okay.
The flames deal 7 damage.
Well,
And my
no.
remaining-
You don't get to roll for damage for the flames yet. So
Okay.
the way that works is that on the gargoyle's turn and on Ogremoch's turn,
oh,
they have to try to make a save. If they fail the save, then they take 3d6 additional damage. If they succeed on the save, the spell ends for them.
okay. Zombies are gonna go attack the gargoyle.
Okay.
I imagine 12 does not hit.
It does not.
Does 18 hit?
It does.
Uh, 11 damage.
Okay. All right. So the gargoyle will attempt to make his save. Gargoyle makes his save with a nat 20.
Wow.
So he's no longer on fire, although he is actually dreadfully banged up. And he.
Or is he still flaming?
Nope, he safe. No.
he
Ogremoch gets no dex save.
Well, it's not Ogremoch's turn, anyways. The gargoyle is going to fly 60 feet and it is going to make one bite attack and one claw attack on Malin. Its bite attack misses with an 8 and its claw attack misses with a 12.
Yay, gargoyle.
I ain't got time for your shenanigans.
Ogremoch, go ahead and roll your 3d6 fire damage for Ogremoch. Okay? And Ogremoch is stunned and can do nothing else. Malum, what would you like to do?
I will use my bonus attack action to hit this little gargoyle in front of me.
Okay.
29 to hit him.
Yeah, that hits. That's his bonus action.
And since he's by himself, I can...
I imagine that's what it's like when Dave Bautista's pulling his punches. That's like getting hit by a Mack truck.
18 damage.
Ooh, you kill the gargoyle.
Nice. Then, as my main action, I will pull out my new fancy wand of polymorph that I have attuned to.
Okay.
And I will polymorph the big guy.
Okay. So what are you polymorphing him into?
A fluffy little white bunny.
So he gets a save.
Does he get a save since he's stunned?
It's only strength.
It only is strength and dexterity that he automatically saves against. Or that he automatically fails. He gets all of his other saves. And for polymorph, he gets a wisdom saving throw. So he saves with a nat 20.
Damn it. Well, then that's my turn.
Okay.
Good try.
Sun Moon, what would you like to do?
Rinse and repeat. I'll go back up adjacent to him next to the pillar.
Okay.
Wind Vane for a 28 to hit.
That hits.
For 12 plus 5 electrical.
Okay.
Another Wind Vane for 21 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 plus 3 electrical.
Okay.
Unarmed strike 20, soft 20 hit.
Yep.
For 11 points and only one DC 18 stunning strike.
Okay. 17 to save.
So he fails.
Correct.
Okay. then I will move back. How many squares was it to get there? Was it like 9 like before?
It was 11. Well,
Okay, then I can't move anymore. I'm done.
okay. Which doesn't matter because it's not like he can do anything.
Still don't want to be
Onomatopoeia.
standing there if I don't have to.
Sure, I'll just stand here and watch
Again,
this
I'm
rock
at-
drool.
Is
Yeah.
anybody really hurt?
Is anybody really hurt?
Malum
Malum is.
Okay. Let's.
and who was in the back, not on the map, that was down on the ground?
That would be me. I'm about half health.
Okay.
Is Mal next to Ari?
Yep.
Okay, so I could do another.
Yeah, you could do another mass cure and get them both.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then, let's see. It's D8.
Your last cure brought me to full, so don't worry about targeting me. Make sure you get them.
Okay. Is that? Yeah, that's it. 7 is 14. So 20 more.
So you get 20 points back. Both Ari and Malum.
Woo! Grazie.
I'll cross off around for the C.
It's so nice to have a cleric around.
Yeah.
Ari, what would you like to do?
Laugh maniacally. Zombies are gonna go attack the big guy.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Does a 20 hit?
It does. But keep in mind your zombies also have advantage. He's stunned.
Yeah, well, that one will take that advantage and roll the exact same thing. Okay. 11 points of damage.
Okay. Did you want to do anything other than concentrate?
Concentrate and shell touch.
Okay.
18 misses.
It does. Okay. On Ogremoch's turn, go ahead and roll your 3d6 for fire damage.
Seven.
Okay. Malum, what would you like to do? You could potentially end
Your
this.
turn. Bailey,
Hmm?
it's your turn.
My turn?
Yep,
Wail
what
on
would
him.
you like to do? You could potentially end this.
But then
Yeah,
we can beat the shit out of it.
I'm gonna run up to where I'm once to the other corner between Ogremoch and the other pillar by the Lucian side.
So like
You're gonna flank them?
here?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And I will hit him with my pick,
Okay.
which I will also add precision attack.
Okay.
Let's see. 19, 27 definitely hits.
Yes.
I need a 38. And since he's by himself, I also get sneak damage. So 3d8, 2d6.
Nice.
21 damage.
Okay. Your next attack?
Same thing. 22, 30 definitely hits. 16 damage.
Okay, so you bury the Iron Fang into Ogremoch, and he crumbles into flaming rocks as they hit the ground.
Sweet.
Now this altar that he had come out of, this altar that he came out of has like 4 rocky crags, one on each corner, and it looks to you guys like this is the source of all elemental evil. Everybody make an Arcana check.
16
Nice.
6.
with only a 1 bonus.
17.
Nice.
Natural 19 with no pluses.
Very nice.
6.
So everybody except for Onomatopoeia, you
no
are clearly aware that if you use all 4 of the elemental weapons that you receive, that you have collected, you can destroy this altar and end elemental evil from entering the world again.
Yay, us!
And if we don't,
Profit!
If you do not, then there is the potential for this whole thing to start over again.
I'm taking this bitch back home and making it my coffee table.
Do you want to fight Ogremoch every other month for kids?
Right?
Hell yeah!
Just for the hell of it?
elemental evil.
It's like the Beetlejuice. Ogremoch, hey!
I'm ready to do my part summoning Captain Planet with Windvane.
Okay.
I'm the heart guy.
We could say, I mean, there's 4 of you and there's 4 elemental weapons. We can say, since, Zarm isn't here to say otherwise, we can let Onomatopoeia use Tender Strike.
Okay, I'll do that.
So is that...
I'll use whatever the.
So are you guys in agreement that you're going to use the weapons to destroy this altar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds okay.
Sure.
Okay.
I prefer
so
other adventures that don't involve the elemental plane of fire.
you all strike down with the elemental weapons, and the altar shatters, and you can see bolts of lightning and small dust devils appear around the altar, and it is now fully destroyed, and you have protected the entire region from elemental evil.
Great. Cool.
You then spend, you head back to the town of Salmon Vale, and, well, first of all, each of you, from the destruction of Ogremoch, you collect 205 small gems that are worth 50 gold pieces each.
Okay?
You head back to Salmon Vale, and you're each rewarded. You're each rewarded in a particular way. Sun Moon, you are given the position of Grandmaster of the local monastery. And you are given that monastery to train the next generation of monks in the region.
You're not going to be a teacher now? Fine.
Well, more like a dean.
They will make suit of my every whim. I have slaves now.
Ari, you are granted the Feathergale Spire to do with what you wish. You can turn it into a wizard's tower, whatever you would like to do with it.
The what spire? The feather something spire?
Feathergale Spire.
Feathergale.
What is that?
Don't question any missing bodies, it's fine.
Feathergale Spire was one of the first locations that the party explored when this campaign started a year ago. It was home to the air elemental cult, and occupied by the Feathergale Society, which was a group of aerial enthusiasts, mostly nobles from Waterdeep, griffin riders and whatnot. They have since been defeated and chased off. And the party, when that happened, you basically rescued one of the Feathergale Society. They were under the spell of the Howling Hatred, and she is captain of the Griffin Guard in Waterdeep, and her name is Savra Bellabronte.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't here for that.
Right, yeah, I don't think any of this group was here for that. It's kind of morphed as we played.
Oh. Okay.
I was.
Onomatopoeia, you are given
At home?
you already have a home, but you are granted the position of bishop of the All Faiths Shrine in Salmonvale.
Sweet. That's cool. I have a job now too.
Yeah, I know. You not only are you not homeless anymore, but you have a job.
Moving on up.
I know. Malum, you are visited by 4 individuals from the Zentarim. And they bestow upon you the rank of Ardragon. And you are now basically a mafia boss. You are the one in charge of the Zentarim in the Dessarin Valley.
Nice.
And the first thing that the Zentarim tell you, they give you a legal contract with a attorney, and your job is to do what you can to defend Savra, who is, or I'm sorry, not Savra, Sabine, who is the owner of the Leaky Barge Tavern in Salmonvale, and you are ordered to back her legal defense.
You broke up a little bit. Who was that for?
For Sabine, the owner of the Leaky Barge Tavern.
Oh, okay. Got it. Cool.
And that is where we will end the campaign.
Awesome.
Oh, on a side note, before we left the cave, I took a chunk of rock that once was Ogremoch to put on my shelf.
Okay. This is my paperweight. Did you realize that this is a piece of the Prince of Elemental Earth?
Oh yeah, I got a few things. I got the fire elemental ashes from Emex and a few other odds and ends I've collected through the adventure.
So next week, September 12th, we will start all new characters, level 1. We will be starting Curse of Strahd.
Mike.
So have your characters ready, and we will catch you then.
Does anybody,
Awesome.
everybody
Thanks,
know what
team.
they're gonna be?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Onomatopoeia wants to know if everybody knows what they're going to play.
It took us a year to get through that campaign.
Yeah.
Because I started the first week of October.
So what characters are you guys going to play for Curse of Strahd?
I just want to make sure we have a healer, I guess.
Yeah, she wants to make sure you guys have a cleric.
Barbarian Minotaur.
Telepathic murderer.
I could check in on the Facebook group too later. It's okay. I just wondered if anybody thought.
Yeah, because there are 2 players that will be that I think one of them, I know that Billy is going to be a tiefling sorcerer, and then I think there's going to be another tiefling sorcerer.
Oh wow.
And I'm not sure what her husband's going to play, but we will, we can go ahead and shoot them a message on the messenger group.
Cool.
And work all of those details out. I'm not, and I think that Carrie is going to be playing, Carrie from California is going to be playing a bard.
Cool. Alright. That's good.
All right, well, we will see you next weekend for Curse of Strahd at 12:45.
Good. See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Have a good one,
Thank
guys.
you guys.